Okay, Kendra, what in your life has brought you into counseling today? What have you come here to talk about?
I've noticed in the last 8 to 10 months that I've been feeling really worried about everything. I mean, even the little things, so not having enough of whatever at work, and then at home it's every little task is just I have to get this done. There's not enough time in the day.
Okay.
Which has just been not my normal self. With that, I normally don't worry that much about things.
Okay. Do you worry only in specific places?
It's mostly at work.
Mostly at work.
And then sometimes at home, if I'm feeling really overwhelmed at work, it'll carry over to the house.
So is there a certain situation at work that is making you fret about? Is it a stressful job or?
It's not really a stressful job. I think it's just having the right amount of inventory. Because some days I'll be really, really busy and I'll have a couple $100 in sales.
Okay.
And my stock will go down really low, and I can't order anything except for once a month.
Okay.
So then I'm like, oh my god, I have enough stuff for the whole rest of the month, and then it just has me going until I can order again.
Okay.
But if I have a really light day, it's okay, this is fine. But more often than not, I'm on a busy day where I'm selling a lot of stock.
Okay. Okay. So having that. Just to clarify, having a little tiny bit of stock makes it worse. Mm-hmm. You fret more when that happens.
Yeah, or I'm worried that I'm going to run out of stock or get to that bare minimum amount.
And what's your relationship like with your coworkers and boss?
I have one coworker, and she's okay. We try to she's my sub, so if I'm sick or can't be there, we call her in.
Okay.
And we try as much as we can not to use her, which means that I work pretty much 6 days a week, every week, with maybe 1 day off a month, except for Saturdays, which are my scheduled day off.
So it sounds like you're not really getting too much of a break.
Mm-mm. And then Sundays is my day to get everything at home done.
Okay.
Before I have to go back to work.
Okay. And do you have a boss, superior?
We do, but she's not in the same building as us. Okay. She's actually one town over.
Okay. And do you get along with her okay?
Oh yeah, no, I know her and I know her family, and she's great. Okay. And she's really helpful, but she's also working full time, so if I need her to work for me, it doesn't really work out very well.
Right. Okay, and so when you carry this over into your home, what types of things do you worry about there? How does it translate once you get home?
I worry about things not being done, or the dishes. Come home to the sink of dirty dishes drives me nuts.
Okay.
Or it's do we have enough of whatever we need? So do we have enough toilet paper in the house? Mm-hmm. And I've noticed carrying that. Do we have this?
Okay.
Back to the house. And then, it drives my boyfriend nuts, and he's like, you're really irritable, and then he gets frustrated with me, and I'm just like, I'm done.
So, that's good that you are noticing that it is, that you're worried about what you need to have to support yourself and live. As far as being irritable, is that an everyday thing, or?
I don't notice it, but I think it's just because you don't want to notice your negative things that you're doing.
Yeah.
But he says that it's more often than not when I come home from a hard day that I'm really irritable. And most of the time he's just I'm going to let her go knit or do whatever she wants to do until she gets out of her funk. Right. And then he'll be like, hey, what do you want for dinner? Or, do you want to go for a walk?
Okay. That's good. That's all good. That's good stress relief. How long has this been occurring?
I've noticed it's been going on for the last about 8 months.
Okay. And when it started, was there a certain situation that made you did you run out of stock at one point and that upset you, or?
We got really low to where I had to put in an emergency order. And when you put in emergency orders, they tend to get really mad at you. Because they're you're not budgeting your stock properly, or you're not making sure you're looking ahead, which then makes me really stressed out and really anxious about getting in trouble again. Because I don't want them to be like, hey, you're done, bye, we're hiring someone new.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I totally understand. So have there been a lot of budget cuts and stuff?
There have. They cut my office down in hours. They've cut a lot of other offices down.
Okay.
So it's kind of we're on that teetering because I'm do a rural office. Mm-hmm. So pretty much within the next year, they might just shut us down completely. Which then I don't know if they would transfer me to somewhere else.
Right, so job security.
Yeah, and I don't know if I would just take a lesser job or they would put me somewhere in the same position.
Okay, sounds good. Does your coworkers and boss know that you are fretting over these things?
The boss does, and she just, she's like, "Oh, let's take it in stride."
Okay.
Let's be laid back about it. But I'm the kind of person who likes to know ahead of time what's going on.
Right. I understand that too. I understand.
The coworker, because her and I aren't the greatest of friends.
Okay.
And I only see her if I really need to see her.
Right.
We don't really talk about it.
Okay. Have you done anything to try and make the situation better? Have you...
I try to over-order stock.
Okay.
But then I get in trouble for spending too much money.
Okay.
And they're like, "Hey, you don't need that much." And it's like, "Yes, I do, because I might run out."
Yeah.
So, or I, keep back stock. So, like, I have a surplus of Christmas stamps right now. And I've been using those to put on packages. So that way I don't run out of stamps that people buy that aren't Christmas stamps.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. So it sounds like you're being aware of that. Do you do anything extracurricular that makes it better for you? Is there stuff that you like to do that makes that fretting minimal?
I'll go for a walk on my lunch break.
Okay.
And it's just kind of nice to get out of the office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then when I get home from work, we'll take the dog for a walk, or we'll go to the park or something and let him go play. And it's just, being away from the stressful situations kind of helps a little bit.
Okay.
But then when we're on our way home, we're back to my office, I'm kind of start thinking about it again.
Oh, you're already fretting.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. So I'm taking it that the work environment makes it worse, your work environment. Okay, sounds good. And what brought you into counseling now instead of previously?
I thought it was just because it was a new job. It was that normal new job stress.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I noticed that it was, carrying over this, 8 months in, and then, the irritability at home, which normally wasn't me, and then I started having trouble sleeping about 6 months ago, where I either can't fall asleep, or I wake up in the middle of the night and just can't get back to sleep. I decided, something needs to be done, so I decided to make an appointment.
Okay, so do you think that you are sleep deprived? Like, as you said, you weren't sleeping well. Do you feel exhausted? Do you feel tired?
Yeah, I feel easily tired. I know that, like, even just by the end of, like, the first part of my shift, I'm like, okay, I can go use a nap.
Okay.
And then by the time I get home, if I go to try to take a nap, I can't fall asleep. Or if I do take a nap, it's like that. You sleep for 10 minutes, wake up, sleep for 10 minutes.
Right.
Wake up. So it's not even worth taking a nap at that point.
Okay. I understand. How is your appetite?
My appetite's okay. I mean, I don't eat much anyways. Okay. So it's just kind of like stays the same. I mean, I eat my normal lunch and
you haven't lost your appetite
no.
at all? Okay, that's good. How are people in your life handling the situation? What do they think about it? And
my boyfriend's understanding of it because he knows that we need both of us to have jobs.
Okay.
And that he understands that stress is going to be part of it. But he tries what he can to diffuse the irritability when I get home. And then my friends have just noticed that I'm a little more quiet in class, or I've dozed off a few times in lecture because it's evening classes and
okay.
But they're trying to be supportive and help me figure out what's going on, or they'll call me on my break and be like, "Hey, how's your day?" Just to see if I how I'm doing that day.
So it sounds like you have a very good support system then. Okay, sounds good. And do you do, as far as school goes, you mentioned you were in school. How is that affecting your stress level?
I know that at the beginning of the semester, I'm not so stressed out, but towards the end of the semester, it's just all heck breaks loose, because it's I have a paper due, and I have a test, and I have, 7 chapters to read, and tons of homework, and then, right after that, it's okay, it goes down a little bit, but the stress at work is still there. So then it evens itself back to where it originally was.
So would you say that the place of origin for your stress is from your work?
Most likely.
Okay, sounds good.
Maybe a little bit from school, but more so from work. I'm used to school. I've been in school, since I was 5.
Okay. And your main concern about work is just that you are not sleeping, and you're irritable, and you're stressing over little things that you never used to stress over. Is that what I'm gathering from the situation? Okay. So, Well, that's a good start for our assessment, and we would eventually we are going to move into, what you're going through and possible situations that will improve your situation of what's going on, and we will come up with a type of plan to get you back on track to where you used to be, because obviously it's not good to feel all those feel all that stress. I mean, it's taxing on your life.
Mm-hmm.
It affects other areas of your life. So we need to get you back to where you were and happy, and I would be happy to continue to help you do that.
Okay.
Yeah.